Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylin and I am the starter and creator of this here channel. We dig deep into a lot of different topics, but my favorite is, of course, God, fashion, art, beauty, and community. So if you're interested in any of those topics, please hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you can stay tuned with everything we have going on. Now in this video, we're going to talk about the February review. Now I've been recording these videos to help me in my productivity from day to day. These videos hold me accountable to the goals that I set each month throughout the year. And then hopefully I could come back December and tell you something crazy that happened, okay? Just something wild, you know, because I stayed faithful. Now God gave me the word consistency for this year, and I want to stay consistent with all of the things that I create, I produce, and I definitely want to keep them consistent so you're able to see them, you know? So it's been a trying February. It's been a lot, but we're going to jump into it in this video. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned. So in February, your girl kinda got knocked off of her good old productivity, okay? In January, I came out guns blazing. And if you want to watch that video, I will post a link right above me in that good old corner, and then you can check it out. But in January, baby, guns blazing, okay? I worked out a whole lot. I stayed consistent with posting and all of these other exciting things. Boom! February hit. Let's talk about February. So, you know, one of my goals was to work out for half of the month, 15 days. Guess how many days I did? 0. I didn't really work out in February at all. I didn't really work out this month. I didn't really work out, love. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, and I really gotta get on it in March, love. I gotta get on my workout fitness, this stuff in March. Didn't accomplish that goal, but let's keep going. So I was supposed to post one unconventional material, wearable art, piece, or garment, and I didn't get around doing that either. I still have a lot of stuff saved up and recorded, but for some reason I just didn't get around to actually putting that out. It was February was a little rough, love. Okay, let's keep going. So I was very fortunate. I was super duper fortunate to accompany my sister as her assistant at New York Fashion Week in the second week of February. So we were there for about 7 days and it was so much fun. Like, it's funny how God works. I really, really, really wanted to go somewhere and just take my mind off of the day-to-day grind and grit and the day-to-day, you know, consistency, productivity, like all those things. And I just wanted to change my scenery a little bit. January was really grueling, although I did exceed my goals and I'm really happy that I did that. But I needed a little break. I needed a little break. And I remember when my sister called me, I was having a terrible day emotionally. I was tired. It was just one of those days. And she called me with the news and I just started crying. I just started crying. She said, oh my gosh, Kaylin, we are going to New York Fashion Week. Like, oh my gosh. So I just started crying and and yeah, like God is close to the brokenhearted, for sure, for sure. Because in that moment, I was shattered. I was like, yeah, emotionally, it was a lot. I was tired, I was exhausted. It was a lot. So Carly called me with the news and we jumped on a plane, went out to New York and did our Thugga Thizzle. The New York trip was hard. I can't even hold you up. It was just like tough. Like, it was tough. We had so many low lows, but we had so many high highs. Like, I didn't even expect to go to a New York Fashion Week fashion show because of like the rules and regulations. But God said, since you're going and you'll be able to be backstage and you get to see models and designers, and you also get to meet some designers as well. Now, I didn't know any of that was going to happen, and I'm so happy that it did. Now, the first New York Fashion Week encounter that I experienced was the New York Fashion Week fitting. Well, one of them, of course, put on by a PR agency. And we went to the fitting, we got to see the designers. Backstage, the models were running around, and it was just fun. It was fun. It took me back to college. It opened my eyes to new and more. And of course, you know, when I stepped into the room, I smiled, greeted people, you know, they were super duper cool. So I got to ask them a lot of questions. And there's one designer walked up to me just to make some small talk, and I received so much knowledge out of that 2-minute conversation than I would researching for hours and hours and hours, because what she told me was super duper simple. And I don't know, I was kind of flabbergasted, like, wow, like I can't believe how simple that is, and how much like knowledge and the big resource that you just gave me, like that's wild. So that, right? So that was big, right? And I wrote my February goals after, I believe, I found out about the New York Fashion Week, and I wanted to network with about 5 fashion designers, and I kind of made that goal. I networked with 4 out of 5 fashion designers. So we have to keep in mind that God gave me the word consistency for this year, and I have to stay consistent with all of the projects God put on my heart to complete. So Godly Grind is basically my baby this year, and I've been feeding it every day, aka posting every day. And it's a process. It's a lot that goes into staying consistent, right? So I say that I post every day, but I have to create the material that I'm going to post as well. So I had to pre-create some posts so I can stay up on my posting throughout my New York trip. So I still had to post every day about the Godly Grind episode so I wouldn't fall behind. And I posted, yeah, I hit the goal. I was supposed to post 33 pictures in February, or 33 posts in February, and I posted 73. Now, with Godly Grind, I started working on Godly Grind last year, and it was a lot creating Godly Grind and the branding materials and the stencils and the clips and editing the full episodes and breaking up the full episodes. It was just a lot, and it definitely weighed on me, so I had to stop. I batched 6 episodes. I'm out of the 6 episodes right now because Godly Grind has been airing for around 2 months now. So it's about time, right? It's about time to edit, right? Go back in and do that really hard editing of those episodes. And you know, boom, I had to do that. I had to edit the next 3 episodes of Godly Grind so that could sustain me for the month of March. And I did just that. I was supposed to edit 3 episodes of Godly Grind, and I decided to split up the one really big episode and split that up into 4 smaller episodes. So hopefully that carries me throughout the month of March. The episodes in Godly Grind, they just have so much wisdom, right? And I don't want to just push a 2-hour episode out. I want to break it up, right? So my viewer or listener can digest that information, you know, in parts and pieces, and meditate on that. So yeah, so I'm excited. Of course, I exceeded that goal, and you know, so that's a 4 out of 3. I had to create that promotional material for Godly Grind, and of course I hit those goals, right? Because to be able to post, I have to create those posts. So, you know, I just did a solid, you know, solid 28 out of 28, you know. Yeah, because I try to post every day, and yeah, just get it right, get it right. So I accomplished that goal. So Instagram, they're really big on like reels now, and I feel like every platform as well. So YouTube has shorts, and of course TikTok, they have TikToks. And yeah, Instagram has reels now. So I wanted to, you know, record reels and post those reels, especially with trending sounds, so it could then, you know, beef up my account and attract people, and of course hopefully those people get to listen to Godly Grind and get inspired and empowered, and then of course ask God into their hearts. Like, that's the goal, love. That's the goal. So yeah, I accomplished that goal, and I was supposed to post 30 reels, and I think I got slightly up underneath, and I posted 22 reels. Now I wanted to paint some shirts, and I don't want to talk a lot about that because that's going to be in my collection, because I'm working on the collection. Yeah, I'm working on the collection, and I'm excited to debut it. I'm nervous though, can't even hold you up, but I created some pieces. You know, those were the pieces. I created 3 pieces thus far, and I showed the pieces to my family and stuff, and they're liking it and stuff like that. So I'm excited for it. I hit that goal for sure. So I also wanted to create a bag, and the bag, it was so much work. It was so much work. I stayed up a couple days before New York to finish the bag so I could wear it in New York. It was so much work, man. It was so much work, but it turned out so well. It turned out so well. So yeah. So yeah, I accomplished that goal pretty good. So, you know, every month I always say like I want to do something fun, you know, because January, it was such a grueling month when it comes to work, right? As an entrepreneur, you know, planning things, creating things, and of course, you know, I'm applying to some jobs as well, because as creators, you know, especially at first, things aren't as lucrative as we may like. So of course, you know, it's always, I guess, wiser to work somewhere and, you know, get some money going, some money that's consistent, so you can use it for your business, and you can also use it to invest in a retirement account and things of that nature. So I wanted to do 5 fun things this month, and last month I didn't really hit my quota with the fun things. So I think God saw that, and he was like, okay, I could one up you on this one, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna just take you to New York that second week. Like, wow, you know. So I just, each day was fun. I can't even hold you up. We did work, and Carly is an amazing professional hairstylist, and we did do some work. We did cater to the designer and also his team, and it was so much fun. But it was work, right? It's fun work though, because it's within our calling, and you know, we're passionate about like hair and makeup and all of those great things. But every day was fun, okay? So I exceeded that goal. 7 days, had fun, all 7 out of 5. Okay, so you know, I had to clean and organize things, because you know, as a creative, things can get super messy super quickly, and I have just a influx of things that I've collected over the years, you know, fabric and scissors and X-Acto knives and just a lot of stuff, a whole lot of stuff, me being an artist for so long. So I was supposed to clean up and I didn't. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. But I did do a little bit, like, I did do a little bit when I came back from New York. I still have to put up a lot of clothes, but we can talk about that later. Oh my goodness, I had to edit the unconventional material. I didn't do anything unconventional. I didn't edit the videos. I didn't finalize anything. I didn't post anything. Like, I'm sorry. I did finish creating that bag I was talking about. So 10 out of 10, you hit me. So I've really been wanting to build some credit. So my mom, she's really big on like saving, right? Saving and not getting in debt and not acquiring debt. So my mom raised me that way. And I'm really big on like cash, right? Like, cash is king in my mind and in my world, of course, from this point back, right? So future Kaylin, before I learned a little bit about financial literacy and things like that, I was a cash girl, you know? I was like, yeah, like if I don't have to get in debt, I'm not the one to get in debt. Like, that's just not me, you know. Like I'll just save up, you know. Like I'll just save up some thousands, you know, to get what I need to get. So like my car cost around like 9K, you know. I saved up around 7. My mama gifted me the rest. So, you know, that, you know, and we just went to the dealership, cashed it out. So yeah, but now I know credit is important, and unless you have like a whole lot of money, so like 300 million billion type money, you know, then I guess you can care less maybe about credit. But then again, you can still leverage credit, rich or poor, you can leverage credit. So I really want to build some credit right now, you know, being that I'm in my 20s. I want to build some credit. Thank God my mama raised me so I don't have bad credit. It's just I don't have kind of like any credit. so I've been learning some different ways to build my credit, of course, positively. I've been doing some learning about credit cards, how and what you should do to better your credit. You know, I have a good credit score, which is solid, but to better your credit, you should do some things, right? I initially said like, oh yes, I want to get a credit card. Like I'm just get a credit card and use it 10%, only gonna use it 10%, pay it off immediately, and that's it, you know. And of course still use my debit card and still, you know, do those type of things. Now, because I don't have credit, I have very slim credit, love. I applied for a credit card, but that was one of my goals in February, was to apply for a credit card. And it was a sweet credit card too, cash back from PNC. Like I really thought I was gonna get it because I'm, you know, that girl. But they said, nope. They denied me immediately. Yeah, love, they denied me immediately. So boom, that was that. So I said, okay, the next best thing is to take out this secure type loan. I learned about this loan from one of the clerks at the Michigan Credit Union. And they said, yeah, you can take out a secured loan, but you're basically giving us money so we can give you money. So just in case you don't pay it back, you know, the good old secured loan, just in case you don't pay it back, we'll keep your money, you know, as collateral. So I was thinking about doing that. But then again, that loan stuff, I just don't know how I feel about it. But then I was talking to my cousin, and my cousin, she's like a financial guru. And I was like, yeah, like, do you know of any other ways I could possibly like build my credit? You know, I don't have bad credit. I just, you know, need to establish some type of credit. She said, yeah, like, do you have any really big purchases coming up? So I already bought a car. I feel like I'm gonna have to buy another car in a little minute. So, but you know, that's a little mini. It's a little further, love. So, didn't know about that one. But I did tell her like my laptop did just die. Like, I don't know, a couple months ago. I don't know. But my laptop just died. So I told her like, yeah, I gotta buy a laptop. She like, yeah, buy the laptop like on credit. And you know, they'll give you a plan and you can pay monthly. And of course you got all the money, but don't cash it all out. You know, do the payments as they say, and you can do the payments for like 6 months if you want to, and then cash out the rest, so you don't gotta pay for too long. But yeah, you can do that. So I was like, stop playing. Oh my gosh, yes, right? Oh my gosh, yes. So I wanted to have that whole set up in February, right? Love, I didn't buy the laptop, so we're gonna push that goal back to March. And boom, that could be my credit, my whole credit thing. So I was supposed to delete 1,500 photos out of my phone, and I don't really remember how many I deleted, but I just did the 15 out of 15, 1,500 out of 1,500, because I did delete a lot of pictures and I transferred a lot. I just didn't write it down, you know? In January, I was on top of it. Like, in my calendar, okay, to track what I'm doing as an entrepreneur, because I feel like I do a whole lot of stuff, but then when I look back, I can't really remember my day-to-day, you know, because I'm not really getting like rewarded day-to-day, you know, like jobs, if you do the work, you get paid. So you can see, you can see the increase in your account. So you're like, okay, bet, you know, like I'm working. But as an entrepreneur, and I'm not really making money yet, heavy on the yet, yeah, I'm not really making money, I guess, like that, because I still make money as an entrepreneur. But yeah, like, I guess consistent money, I kind of get lost in the sauce when it comes to like work and I guess reward, and like, am I working enough? I feel exhausted, I'm super tired, but I write down everything on a calendar. I put down the first day, what did you do today? That's the title of the event. Then I go to the notes, and then I write down everything I do that day. Boom, devotional. Boom, deleted 60 pictures from my gallery. Boom, unfollow people on Instagram. Boom, worked out. Boom, applied to some jobs. Boom, you know? So then the next month I could go back to that month and look like, oh dang, okay, yeah, I was really working, you know? But the bad part, February, I really didn't do that, you know? And now I'm thinking to myself, looking back on it, I'm thinking like, Helen, what did you do in February? You know? And I can't really like look, you know, I low-key can't really remember everything I did in January, but I did do a lot, so I could just go back to it. So that, I'm doing it now. I did it yesterday, did it today, and I'm going to continue to do it in the month of March for sure. It helps a lot. It helps me a lot. I did unfollow some people on Instagram. 10 out of 10. So I know in January I was talking about fasting. I fasted in January, probably the whole month of January with Transformation Church, and I wanted to fast 1 week like every month. I tried to fast in February, 1 week in February, and baby, it's like, it was hard. It was hard. Like, my body kind of wasn't having it. I kind of felt like God was punishing me because I wasn't doing everything I should have been doing. One of the points of the fast is to starve your flesh. And although I was starving my flesh with food, I wasn't starving my flesh of other desires. So I really felt like God punished me because, man, my stomach started hurting like the third day, maybe second day into the fast, and I was supposed to do 7. But when I say hurt, I mean like pain. I felt nauseous. I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like the first day, Monday, the top of the fast, I didn't eat anything. I couldn't even get out the bed. That's how bad it was. I was just like, yeah, this is ridiculous. You know, and I wanted to like stay on the non-eating thing because I wanted to stick with what I said that I was gonna do, you know? Like, I'm big on like, yeah, my word. Like, my word, if I'm gonna do it, if I say it, I'm gonna do it, you know? I'm gonna do it to the best of my abilities, and I'm young, and you know, I have no disabilities, so I know for a fact that I'm gonna be able to get it done, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, boom, I couldn't do it. The third day, I think I was just like, man, I'm just so sick and tired of feeling like this. I'm so sick and tired of feeling like this. So, you know, I apologized to God, you know, cried a little bit, and I went to go get some Tums and some Sprite, and, you know, burped a lot, and, you know, some vegetables and some potatoes. I made sure I had some of that, and I was good by like the 4th or 5th day. So I really didn't hit that goal. Yeah, but God forgives, and he has grace and mercy every single day, and I know he is forgiving me, forgave me, and he still loves me. And God, I'm gonna do better in March. I know that for a fact. Okay, so so yeah, I had to finish my vision board, yo, and I didn't finish it. Like, I had that vision board. I was on my phone. I was on FaceTime with one of my friends, right? And he saw my vision board in the back of me, and he was like, I think you need some more vision on that board. Cause at first, last year, I was like, ooh, I wanna do like every day. I wanna put something up on the vision board, you know, like I just wanna put something up so I can actively be a part of the vision board every single day. And so that vision can remind me every single day, you know, that Kaylin, you know, you're on your way, you're doing your thing, like God sees you and he rewards his, you know, faithful servants, right? So boom, yeah, you know, that especially when things get hard, you know. In the Bible it says don't grow weary doing what's right. So being that they put that in the Bible, I'm like, see, you already knew that it was gonna be hard. Like you already knew it was gonna be hard, and that's why you put it in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew the setup of this earth, and you knew the setup of this life. Like, you know, like life is just not calculated. It's not as calculated as I wish sometimes, you know. I wish sometimes that input is a guaranteed output of the same stature, right? So if you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get bad. Like that's kind of what, you know, I put in my heart when I was younger. But just because you do good don't mean you necessarily gonna get quote unquote good. But I do feel like everything works out for his good, but the good just might not be the good in your mind or in your head. You know what I'm saying? God's good is a little different than our good, right? That's really it, love, for February. February was a rough month. Physically, mentally, emotionally, right? It was some extreme low lows. Like my stomach, I couldn't believe how bad my stomach was hurting. Like, Kaylin, like I don't really get sick for real. Like I just really try to, you know, do the healthier stuff, no beef, no pork, stuff like that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, there's no way. Why is my stomach hurting like this, right? So boom, low lows, but then of course some really high highs. I got to experience New York Fashion Week in 2022. Oh my gosh, like I couldn't tell you that last year. Like I couldn't tell you that last year. And I was able to meet some really amazing people too. And that was the other thing, because I feel like after college it's so hard to meet like-minded people, you know? Like so hard. Like I feel like I man out like a lot of the time. A lot of the time in my life. And that's okay, because God didn't create you or me to fit in, period. Okay, and okay. So just know that I love you, I love you, I love you. And this has been the February review. I want to challenge you in just being productive, right? I want you to be productive this month, right? March, right? March is Money March, right? So try to do something outside of your comfort zone. Take a risk, slide in a DM. Not romantically, that's not what I'm talking about. But like with me, I plan to slide into some high profile DMs, right? Within the industry that I choose, so the fashion industry, and then prayerfully that can blossom into a relationship. And then what if I get a mentor out of it? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, because I really, really, really want a mentor. But I feel like all of this stuff is kind of God ordained, you know, like God kind of got to ordain it, you know, like I'm gonna do all I can, but I can only do so much, you know, like God is definitely gonna have to meet me halfway, you know, or shoot, it could be 80-20, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind. But I'm gonna do all I can, okay? I'm gonna do all I can, and then of course everything I lack, everything I'm missing, God's gonna make up for it. And I just want to thank him for that, and I love him for that always. Always, always, always. Because of course, you know, I get so many things I don't deserve, like constantly and consistently. His love is one of them, you know. Peace, another one, you know. Grace, ooh, don't get me started on grace. Love, don't get me started. So just know I love you, and please, please, please do that challenge, please. And let's do March. Let's make March better than February. And I'm excited for the March review, because the March review gonna be lit. I promise you that. I promise you that. It's gonna be lit. I promise you that. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be lit. You know, all I know is that I'm gonna stay consistent, and these videos are gonna hold me accountable. Just know I love you. Again, I'm Kaylin from Crink Collective. I created this channel for you, baby, for me, baby. Let's get it, baby. Baby, and I'll see you in the next video.